Okay, thank you very much for joining us again. This is Serious Matters here at ONIF TV. Thank you very much for watching. Um, Please don't forget to share our videos, others drop your comment, make them simple and civil. Well, it's going to be a very short one. Let me react to President Bola Ahmed's speech at the UN yesterday. We've posted a full video, and of course, you might probably have seen, and there have been several reactions to his speech. But I will go off the speech, because talks are cheap. Action is what has always been lacking. There have been several species since the days of Baba Obasanjo, species the days of Jonathan, species in the days of Buhari, species, just speech and speech, and here we are again, speech. I think we should move from species to realities, to real productivity. We should move from species to real growth, to real movement. We should move from talking. It's not, you see, we always, in a way, we all believe that when you say something, it will come to pass. That is true. But you have a role to play. Until you do your part, the equation is not complete. And once the equation is not complete, you will not get the desired results. And that's the truth. And so I'm not taking a swipe at President Bola Ahmed Tinubu as an individual, but as a government. His policies have been very tough on Nigerians. We're experiencing so much hardship. The cost of fuel is biting so hard. Without any increase in salaries, no increase in what have you. Yes, even if subsidy had to go, which I probably I'm not in support of. And you say why? Oh, I've said times and again, why did you take subsidy out? If you took subsidy out because it's a scam, then you took the wrong step by taking it out. Because if you have a vegetable farm and there are infestations of grasshoppers, do you cut down the vegetables or you get insecticide and get rid of the grasshoppers? That's what we are talking about. Yes, if you say we cannot afford it, I think there are other ways to go about it. The cost of governance alone. Look at all this trip around the world with no results. Because as far as me I'm concerned, all this one that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and others have been doing and that he is doing now is only following a trend. They're only doing what others have been doing. All we have been seeing since this administration began has been appointment upon appointment. We have seen nothing. The only policies that we have seen are policies that have brought hardship and real hardship on Nigerians. People, I mean, the cost of goods and services, the cost of products, the cost of food, it is sad and it is bad. It is sheer wickedness to take out subsidy without any concrete plan for the people, without any plan. Now, 5 billion naira, we are not hearing anything about it. Is it like you don't know how to get monies into our accounts? I thought we had NIN. I thought we have BVN. How come you can't reach us through these measures? That you had to put our monies into the hands of these governors. The same way they hoarded palliatives, even food they hoarded, you now put money in their hands. As far as I'm concerned, you didn't give us money. You didn't send that 5 billion to us. You actually gave them their money, the money they spent on election. That's what you gave them back. That's the way it is being seen. How how on earth are you doing things like this? Why are our leaders like this? I think it's high time we move a step further from just talking to acting sincerely. I'm calling for sincere action. Look at the recent outburst by Professor Wole Soyinka, an elder statesman that one would have expected to remain neutral and not partisan. taking swipes at Labour Party, the Obedient, and Peter Obi because you don't believe in the ideology. Of course, the backlash. Yes, you might say you don't need anything again, but the way you end matters a lot. A man can start well and not have a good landing, and that's really terrible. Later part of one's life. I mean, how do you explain this? How do we describe what we are having around the country? Now they're talking about the sales of, the increase in petrol again. And I'm wondering, where are you taking us to for crying out loud? Diesel now selling at 1,100. I saw that on the news. How do we explain this? Sir, our leaders, the cost of governance is very high. If you will cut down on that alone, subsidy will be easy. You see, you make rocket running government like rocket science. You make running. It's just like running a family affair, and that's the truth. You have parliamentary members who are your children, who says, "Oh, Dad, I want this." This one says, "I want that." That one says, "I want that." Mommy says she wants this, and everybody comes to a round table. Okay, this is what we have. How can we sort yours a little bit, sort yours a little bit, and everybody has a fair share of what is available. That's government. And so government begins from home. So running the affairs of Nigeria is not rocket science. President, Former President Buhari had concluded that Nigeria is one of the toughest nations to run or to govern. That's true because of the kind of people that you work with, because of the kind of people that we have allowed to filter or to fill our leadership positions, because our systems are not working, because our bodies, our different agencies are not working optimally. Look at reports upon reports. One would have expected that lots of heads should be rolling by now. People should be languishing in jail. At least keep them there while we get things right. Unfortunately, people are accused of, having allegations of billions of naira hanging on their neck, and then they settle out of court. Or somehow, they find their way into office again. They are ministers, they become persons, they become, special advisors, and all of that. And I'm wondering, for how long do we continue like this? This is not about taking a swipe at anybody. It's about the reality of life. This is serious matters. And the earlier the better. Look at what is happening in other African countries. We seem to just have the same. Look at Nigeria is called the giant of Africa, giant of nothing. We giant nothing. Even South Africa here is better than us. South Africa. You be in some places in South Africa, you think you are in the UK. This UK that everybody is running to, it's a land that takes just how many? It's not big. It's not big. Nigeria, where we have everything, unfortunately, we have leadership issue. We have leadership issue. Enough of talking. You know what? Even if you don't attend UN and give an, we say we're just trying to sort something and all. I don't know if there are, penalties for that anyway. But then, even if you don't attend and you are busy sorting things, I think the world leaders will be interested in our results than our talks. World leaders will be more interested in our results than our talks. Did you see Zelensky? Do you see this? Do you see Zelensky? He was wearing a polo. Ah, oh, that is a man. That posture is the posture of a man who has fire burning under his agbada. He has fire burning. That one does not have time to put cap on the hair. That one does not have time to wear suit and not tie. People are being killed. His nation is being taken over. And to now make matters worse, he was a comedian turned president. But he has to face it. A lot of people become presidents and leaders and they just assume that position of rest. Like, at last, now I need to enjoy myself. But this one, became president, and war broke out. This is still serious matters. Drop your comments and drop your opinions. I think it's high time we move away from talking species to real growth. Thank you very much for watching. This is still serious matters.